Hi everyone, this is Kyle. They're making a new Captain America movie with Anthony Mackie, who replaced Chris Evans after Avengers Endgame. And it sounds like the film may be in a lot of trouble and that there may be some massive reshoots for it that are about to take place. I'm on thatparkplace.com. Financial analyst Valiant Renegade declared the upcoming Captain America Brave New World film a disaster after new rumors claim Marvel Studios is doing massive reshoots for the film. According to Marvel News Films on X, Scooper Daniel RPK reports Captain America Brave New World will be undergoing reshoots from May until August. May, June, July, August. I mean, that's a few months right there. Valiant Renegade reacted to this rumor, writing on X, "What a disaster. That's gotta be another easy 100 plus million in budget overruns right there. 60 to 90 days is enough to reshoot this entire film." Daniel RPK's rumor about reshoots is not new. YouTuber Overlord DVD Doomcock recently shared a rumor from one of his sources that the film was shooting based off notes while a script was being rewritten. He relayed, "They are more convinced that Cap 4 doesn't have a script. They say that what they are doing is shooting from a notebook that has notes on what they are supposed to do." According to the director, this is a way of getting ahead of themselves while they wait for the official script. Overlord DVD continued, "This came from the director himself, as the director and Anthony Mackie were in another heated discussion over the way reshoots were being handled. It's unclear just how long it will take to complete the rewrite. It is very clear to our source that Anthony's biggest concern is this movie may get cancelled." And Doomcock here, I've seen a few of his videos before, not in a while. Off the top of my head, I remember a good, I don't know, was it 4 years or so ago back when Star Wars Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker came out. Doomcock was reporting ahead of time what would be happening in the movie. The movie ending with Rey calling herself Rey Skywalker, stuff like that. And his reports on that, they turned out to be correct. Scooper Can We Get Toast also previously claimed in November that Marvel is allegedly planning up to 6 months of reshoots with multiple sequences being cut or reworked. And then I guess there's another rumor coming from 4chan. But you've got more than one place saying that there's going to be pretty big reshoots for this movie. And we do know this movie, it has been delayed. Originally it was supposed to come out in the summer of this year. It's been moved to February of next year. Some are saying it's because of the actor strikes. I don't know, maybe. At the same time, the fact that this movie has been delayed, it does make rumors of massive reshoots a little bit more plausible, if you ask me. I'll continue here. As Valiant Renegade points out, these reshoots are going to be extremely costly and could be upwards of $100 million. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has pissed away much of its goodwill that it earned via solid films. That $800 million box office hauls are no longer guaranteed. Thus, it is imperative for the studio to keep costs down in order for films to be profitable at the box office. One need only look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe's performance in 2023 Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Marvels did even worse. The film failed to break the $200 million mark worldwide, only grossing $199 million. Its production budget is currently listed at $274 million, but that doesn't include the reshoots it underwent last year. Regardless, even at the $274 million budget mark, the film would need to bring in at least $685 million worldwide. It didn't. The only film that did seemingly make the studio money was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It grossed $845.4 million globally. It had an estimated budget of $250 million, meaning it needed to gross at least $625 million to break even. Yeah, I mean, you look at this $845 million haul-in for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. At first glance, that looks like it made a lot of money. But then you factor in how big the budget was, and then all of a sudden that profit for the movie, it's not as big as what it might appear to be at first glance. Folks, one of the reasons why Disney is losing money is because, in Marvel's case here, they're putting so much money into the budgets for these blockbuster movies. I mean, for these Marvel movies that they're making now, you're talking budgets of at least $200 million, $250 million. In the case of the Marvels, $275 million. And then a lot of these movies, they're doing reshoots on top of that, so that makes the budget even higher. And then you got marketing budget that isn't being factored in. And then when the movie does get to theaters, theaters are going to get a cut of the box office revenue. So the general rule is that a movie's got to make about 2.5 times whatever its production budget is in order to break even. With the kind of budgets that these blockbuster movies from Marvel are getting, upwards of $200 million, $250 million, these movies out of the gate have to make at least $500 million in order to break even. And in a lot of cases, they got to make a good, I don't know, $700 million to break even roughly. I mean, the production budgets alone are putting these movies in financial holes right out of the gate. You add to that the fan favorites in the Marvel Universe, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, they're gone now. And now the Marvel Universe, it's being led by Captain Marvel here, Miss Marvel. We saw exactly how well the new faces of Marvel could carry a film. Back when the Marvels released back in November, film made $200 million roughly on a $275 million production budget, not counting reshoots, not counting marketing. I mean, that movie lost Disney a lot of money. You add in that Marvel fans are finding that the quality of these new Marvel films, they're not as good as the ones that were coming out, 10 years ago. And the end result of that is, there was once a time when Marvel, they were printing money. And I mean just printing it. And in the span of just a few years, Marvel went from printing money to burning money. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you consider hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care until then.